You like it.
Today's folk rockers owe a huge debt to a musician and hero of mine who inspired young people in the 1950s to make their own instruments and create a new British sound. This musical revolution was spearheaded by a young man named Lonnie Donegan. Without Lonnie Donegan, there'd probably be no Beatles, no Rolling Stones, no British invasion of America. I'd probably still be working in a petrol station in Ilford. Here at the old Decca Studios in London, Lonnie recorded Rock Island Line in 1954. The skiffle sound was rough and ready, and folk musician Martin Carthy still remembers the first time he heard the single.
One of the kids in my class said, "Have you heard this record, Rock Island Line?" I said, "No." He said, "Oh, it's amazing." So I decided I had to get it. It was all new. Rock and roll was naughty. You know, it was slightly disgraceful.
Lonnie may have looked well-groomed and tidy on TV, but his skiffle style was raw and energetic, completely different to the music of his parents' era. He mobilised a generation to start making music from anything they could get their hands on.
He made me want to play the guitar.
Lonnie bought his first guitar aged 15. During military service in Vienna, he fell in love with the blues and the folk music he heard on American Forces radio. These records featured homemade instruments that produced the unpolished sound that became known as skiffle.
If you're in a skiffle band, what did that constitute? You had guitars, a washed-up bass. It was a packing case, you know,
Like a tea-chest.
With a tea-chest bass with a broom handle on it and a piece of string. There's the washboard.
Bashing any instrument.
Any instrument that's the hand in stuff that wasn't an instrument. Spoons.
Donegan's Rock Island Line was recorded here in the studio when he was playing banjo in Chris Barber's jazz band. When the band ran out of jazz numbers, Lonnie suggested they record a skiffle version of a track made famous by the legendary American blues singer Lead Belly. Now, Martin, with the wonders of modern technology, I have Lead Belly's original Rock Island Line.
Oh, yeah.
Have a listen to Lonnie Donegan's version. I think the real difference between Lead Belly is that he kind of keeps a steady rhythm where Lonnie gets up ahead of steam and the song kind of runs away with him, doesn't it?
That's the fun of it, tearing it up.
Lonnie had to wait a year for the record to be released, but when it was, it went gold. Teenagers couldn't get enough of his skiffle sound.
Lonnie was the one who was, as far as I was concerned then, was number one.
Lonnie Donegan went on to have 3 #1 hits. The skiffle craze he popularised was short-lived, but its influence on future generations of musicians stretched far and wide. Lonnie Donegan didn't think he got the credit he deserved for inventing the skiffle and kicking off the British beat boom, and I tend to agree with him. I think he should be up there with the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and Elvis in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He used to say, all roads lead to Long, and for British music, that's kind of true. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Oh, let the midnight special shine a silver-loving light on me. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Oh, let the midnight special shine as ever.